Hi everyone, I hope you're okay today. It's a very warm day here in the UK. My part of the UK, it's going to get up to 34 degrees today, which I'm not looking forward to. Anyway, I'm here in the nursery with my babies and the window is really open, so you might hear some noise from outside. Now you can probably see some of my babies here behind me. But I haven't actually got one on my lap or anything because I'm going to be doing a Q&A today. And I've got my trusty iPad here. I put a notice up on my Facebook page, my Suzanne's Babies Facebook page, asking for questions that people wanted to ask me, you know, I'd always wanted to and that I hadn't covered. So the first one was from, let's have a look, I think it was Sue Northwood. Hi Suzanne, my question is, when and why did you buy your first Reborn? Well, I bought my first Reborn in, I think it was 2000, when I was living up in Yorkshire. I bought that from eBay and it was a sleeping baby and I really loved her. She was very good, very realistic. In fact, my neighbour came round for a coffee and saw her laying on the sofa and thought she was real. I mean, I can't remember what sculpt or anything she was now, but she was a lovely baby and she'd been sent to me in a christening gown. Very pretty she was, but can't remember the sculpt. And the reason I bought her was I've always loved babies. I mean, I remember my younger brother actually being born. He was born at home and I remember going up to see him and just after he'd been born, and you know, just always loving babies, and I always hoped to have at least 4 or 5 children of my own. That didn't quite work out because of the person I married. We were travelling about too much disruption with schools for children, and so we stopped at the 2. But I would have liked to have a lot more children. I've always loved them, always, and didn't have dolls as a child until I was about 11 when I got my Tiny Tears. So didn't have a lot of dolls when I was a child, but always loved babies, always. And my idea of a family is a big family, because I do come from a big family of 9 children. So, you know, it's what kind of I'm used to. So yeah, that's why. I bought my first one after seeing a documentary called My Fake Baby. I think it was on Channel 4. I always used to tape One Born Every Minute and watch that avidly. That's a programme about women actually giving birth and what it's like and how everybody reacts and seeing the newborn babies. So yeah, always loved babies, always. So yeah, and when I saw My Fake Baby, I thought, oh, I can actually have a doll that looks like a baby. So I bought one. What was the beginning for you when you began collecting? That was from Michelle. Well, I think I've just answered that as well, Michelle, so I hope that was okay. And Teresa said, how do you know you're getting a baby? You are getting a baby you actually order. Well, after many years of making loads of mistakes, Teresa, and getting scammed and all the rest of it, which I know a lot of you that are just coming into the hobby, that's happening to you. It happens to everybody when you're new, and people take advantage of the fact that you are new and that you don't know much about the reborn hobby, so you get scammed. I got scammed a lot at the beginning. And then I decided that I was only going to buy from reputable artists, and that's what I've done. You know, I've stuck with the artists that I know, and I'm always happy with the babies that I get, and I know I'm going to get them. So that would be my advice. Stick with a reputable artist. They are more expensive, but at least you know you're getting the doll you've paid for, and you know the doll's going to be good. Gainer says, have you ever regretted giving away one of your babies? Which one and why? Let's just have a drink of my tea. Yes. Sometimes I sell a baby that I know is really popular on my channel, and I do regret selling them afterwards. I went through a phase of always wanting the next best thing, and I think we all do that. Well, I hope so. I hope it's not just me. But, you know, wanting to get a silicone doll was kind of my, what I wanted to do more than anything. So I did sell dolls that I regretted. I mean, I regretted selling Sophie, and that's why I've now got Emma Esther. That sculpt, I absolutely loved it. I regretted selling Alice, and I've now got another Sanya, another Alice. And yeah, I always regret selling babies. I never do it kind of willy-nilly unless the baby doesn't fit in, and I know immediately. As soon as I open that box, I know whether that baby's going to be staying for long, you know, a while. If it's not right for me, I am very fussy. I know I am. I'm terribly fussy. And there just has to be one little thing that's wrong with it, and I can't keep it. And then I get that sculpt done again and have it done how I want it. Because let's face it, they're a lot of money, and if you're not totally happy, that's what I do. Melanie, as you know, I'm very new to the Reeboking. I find myself feeling very happy when I purchase clothing for them, so I'm constantly looking and purchasing. Did you do this when you first started, and will it die down? Melanie, no. It never dies down. I'm still terrible. I've got tubs of them underneath the cot. I've got a wardrobe full, 2 drawers full, but every season when new baby stuff comes out, I have to look, and I always buy. I send a lot of my baby's clothes to charity shops, just to make room for the new ones that I've bought. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it dies down for you, but it never has for me. Oh, Melissa Norris says, very personal question. Oh, she's been scammed and she's scared to buy a baby. Can you suggest someone trustworthy? Oh, a price range of $200 to $300. I don't know anybody really in America that I could say to you was a good person to buy from, and I don't know anybody that sells in that price range, $200 to $300, I'm afraid. I only know artists in the UK where I am that I trust, and theirs are a lot more expensive than that. But perhaps any of my American viewers that are listening to this, if they can put a little note on here for Melissa, telling her where she can buy a bona fide, a good reborn doll, what artists are good over there, because I've got no idea, Melissa. I'm really sorry, but if one of my subs can help you, I can pass that on, okay? And Sharon says, hi Suzanne, I was wondering if you could share the places you've travelled to or lived in at some point. Also, if there's some dream place, destination you've not been able to visit yet. I've barely travelled at all. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know that feeling about not having the money. Well, my husband was, I think that's the last question actually, so I'll just get rid of that. As you know, my husband was in the armed forces here in the UK, but we didn't really travel very far except to go to Germany, and we travelled all around. We were posted to different places in Germany, and we went to see things in zoos and that kind of thing all over Germany and Holland, and of course we travelled through Belgium and France to get home. But other than living in Germany, and of course we were posted to the Outer Hebrides, which is the islands off the Scottish coast here in the UK, we never went anywhere else. I always wanted to go to Canada. You could get postings there, but we never went to Canada. I would have loved to, because when I was doing my family tree I found relations there, so it would have been nice to be able to visit them. But no, we haven't really travelled that extensively, and my husband doesn't like foreign holidays at all, so we've never been on a holiday anywhere except for the UK. We've been all over the UK really, but never been abroad. Have a drink of my tea. My dream is to go to Paris. I'd love to go to Paris on the Eurostar. I've always wanted to. Conrad's been quite a few times because he's got friends out there, but I have never been, and I long to go to Paris. I would love to go, but only on the Eurostar because I'm terribly sick on boats. So on the Eurostar, and I'd also like to go on the Orient Express to Venice. I would love that. My eldest son's been to Venice, not on the Orient Express, but he went to Venice. But I've got a big passion for trains, and the Eurostar is a very modern train, and the Orient Express is a steam train. So I'd love to go on both of those, and I'd love to go to Vienna, and I'd love to go to Paris. And my plan is, if I'm the last man standing in my marriage, I'm going. I will go, definitely. If I'm not, then it will remain a dream. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this questions and answers session, and just seeing me with the babies in the background today. What are your babies up to? They're still sitting here from Theme Thursday. I bet that naughty Thomas has still got that contract he's looking through. Have you? Yes. Have you found anything? Seeing as there's nothing on there, I don't think he would have seen anything, do you? Bless him. He's so cheeky. So yeah, no babies. Well, there are babies, but I'm not doing anything with them today. Just me with my haircut, which was a very strange experience. She took my temperature with something that she beamed at my head. I had to wear my mask, and she had a visor on. But I got my hair cut anyway, and it's feeling much better. It's the length I like it, so I will go back and get it done again. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Have a good rest of your day, and think about us here sweltering away with no aircon. Oh God, dreading it. Never mind. It's only for a few days, then we'll be back to our usual UK cold. Lovely ladies and gentlemen. And it was just too much try again.